Welcome back to Tech by Pike. As you can see by the box in front of me and the smile on my face, we have the Lenovo Legion Go handheld gaming device in the studio today. I got an email alert about a week ago that this wasn't actually going to ship out until Halloween, the 31st of October. It being October 31st today, Halloween, I was not expecting this to get here. But lo and behold, the UPS man dropped this box off with me, and we're excited that he did. I don't know if we're lucky that it's early or if it was by design, but whatever, we'll take it. Either way, we're going to go ahead and unbox this. We're going to check out the chassis, the different button switches, and all the little features on the external portion of the gaming device, and then we'll do a little benchmarking, a little gaming, and then maybe a week from now we'll have all our benchmarking and gaming in more details, and we'll have that video out to you as soon as possible. And then not only that is I want to do some comparisons, this against the Asus ROG Ally, against the One X Fly, and then the One X Player 2 Pro, which we also have in the studio. So lots of videos we're going to be putting out around handheld gaming devices, and we're pretty excited about it. Before we start unboxing it though, I want to go through quickly the specs just at a high level. We have an 8.8 WQXGA 2560 by 1600, 144 hertz, 16 by 10 aspect ratio screen, and you can scale it down to 800p to 60 hertz. Just based on what you're doing with it, whether it's gaming, media consumption, whatever it is. So that's pretty cool. It does feature an AMD Z1 Extreme processor, just like the Asus ROG Ally. So same processor. But it also comes with 16 gigabytes of 7500 megahertz LPDDR5X memory, and then a 1 terabyte PCIe SSD, that's Gen 4, and you have scalable power profiles from 10 watt all the way up to 25 watt plus. It comes with a 10-point touchscreen as well, multi-modes around how you can use the actual gaming device. The joysticks actually separate from the chassis, and there's different ways to use it based on your gaming style. So we'll have to check that out. Also comes with a 49.2 watt hour battery. There's some expandability through a microSD card slot and so forth. So high level, we're going to go ahead and unbox this. We're going to check out the chassis and all that, and then I'm going to have some initial thoughts after we get just a tad bit of gaming in and some benchmarking. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, comes in a case right off the bat, so that's pretty cool. We'll set that off to the side. Get the best from your device with Lenovo services. So it's selling you some support here, 15% off. That might come in handy. Let's go ahead and check out the power supply here. Comes in a separate box. Set that out to the side. I don't think there's anything else in here. So let's go ahead and close that up. Bring the box with the power supply. Okay. Lenovo, 65 watt, and pretty long cord it looks like. And I like the secure strap, that's pretty long too. Not bad, good. Okay. Let's take a look at the main event. Legion Space. I think this is the controller that you can stand up. I think that's what this is for. I saw some commercials about it, so we'll have to check that out. But it all fits right within this case. Too bad there's not a little spot for the charger itself. That would have been nice. But in the case, you can actually charge it while it's in the case here, just by lifting up this flap and putting the cable through that hole right there. So that's kind of a neat little feature. Okay. Wow, that is really nice. It's a little boxier than some of the gaming consoles I have already. But I like the feel of it. I really do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and lift this off. Feels like it's going to be a trackpad probably. All right. The M1 and M2 buttons here. You got the RB and the RT, LB and the LT. No buttons on the side here like the other. I'm guessing these are for when you stand it up in the base here for that controller that stands up. That's interesting. Okay, so we got, I think these are speakers right here, little speaker vents. You got the volume buttons. You got a USB-C. You got a microSD card slot. You got some venting here. I think this is probably a headphone jack, and then you got your power button. All right, we'll go to the bottom here, and it looks like we just have the USB-C secondary. Go to the back, and we have the M3 and Y3. Okay, and it looks like maybe we have a kickstand. Sure enough, we certainly do. And I like the fact that the word Legion is across the kickstand here. That's pretty cool. We got kind of a scroll button here. I'm guessing because this is the one that sits in the base for the stand-up controller. We got an off and FPS button here. Oh, not bad at all. There we go. And I just want to mention also, we have some definite air intake venting here as well, which I didn't mention. Okay. And it's magnetic. Okay, so it sits like this, and I don't know, I'll have to get used to that. That feels funky. But I don't know. We'll have to check it out and see how the gameplay is with that controller. The way it is in this base here, but it feels kind of funny. But I think once you get used to it, you should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. Going to plug it in and get some power to it, and then we'll turn it on, and we'll do a little check out some benchmarking. Before we do that though, I quickly want to compare size of the other handheld consoles that I have here. So this is the Asus ROG Ally, and it is significantly smaller than the Lenovo Legion and skinnier. Okay, I have the 1X Fly that I just got about a week ago, maybe a couple days ago, and it is significantly smaller than the Lenovo Legion Go. I think this is going to be more of the direct competition with the Lenovo Legion Go, and that's the 1X Player Pro 2, which is very comparable in size here. But the specs are a little bit different. The Lenovo has some higher specs than the 1X Player 2 Pro. But as far as size-wise, they're fairly similar. So anyway, I just wanted to do that comparison. All right, we're going to play some games here, but first I want to talk a little bit about Legion Away, which is Lenovo's proprietary software where you can go in and tweak some of the settings for better performance while you're gaming. There is a little icon down here that you can click on, or there's a quick launch button right here on the left-hand controller that you can hit. And right now I have it on General, and we're going to hit Performance. And you have balance, so we're going to hit custom. That's going to give us access to the TDP. I got it on 30 watts. We're going to go ahead and hit performance for OS power mode. Radeon super resolution. We're going to click over. We're going to hit the display button here, and I've got some resolutions, screen resolution that I can tweak, and I have a sneaky suspicion that the best FPS scores we're going to get is on 1280 by 800. So I'm going to click that, and it takes a moment to, there we go. We're going to leave it on 144 Hertz, and I think that is it. So hit General. We'll go ahead and hit the menu, and then we'll go right back to Windows. And there's also a button over here that you can click to quick launch the Legion Away within your game, which is kind of helpful. So if you forget to set your settings to whatever you want and you're in game and you're seeing that the FPS score is low and you don't have very good performance, you can click on this a couple times and it eventually opens it up over here on the side. I can show you that once we get a game going. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're on Forspoken right now on medium settings in the game. And we're getting around 30 FPS-ish on average, which is pretty decent. There's a little bit of lag, but not much. Just kind of stutters a little bit. All right, so if I hit this quick launch button right here, it brings up the Legion software over here, but if I hit it again, it'll bring me to my quick settings. So it shows the resolution that I'm at, that I chose, 1280 at 800, 144 Hertz, some lighting effects. FPS doesn't show anything there. Let's go down here. So everything's at 100% as far as battery power, and then we have a performance monitor here for the CPU and GPU and the battery, VRAM, frame monitor. We have thermal mode, it's at custom 30 watt, and we're at performance for the OS. Now I can check out, I can do frame monitoring here, and it'll have all, kind of shows everything here from the CPU all the way to the FPS. And then and I kind of like that. Let's do normal, and then I'll just keep it fairly simple here. We have if we want to set an external display as primary, touchpad, and then we have some help center stuff. So all good stuff. I'm going to keep this up here. We performed some benchmarking, starting with Cinebench R23, where we were getting a multi-core score of 10,461 and a single core score of 1,517. We ran Firestrike. We got a graphics score of 7,593, and you can see the physics score and the combined score there. And then we also ran TimeSpy, where we were getting a graphics score of 2,893 and a CPU score of 8,307. So those are some of the benchmarkings that we've done so far. We will definitely be going more in depth for our next video. So that is the unboxing and the first look at the Lenovo Legion Go handheld gaming device. We've really just scratched the surface here. There's so much about this particular device that we still need to talk about. One of them is the screen. It's a 10-point touchscreen with Gorilla Glass, 97 DCI P3, QHD 2560 by 1600 resolution. You know about the 144 hertz refresh rate. Did you know it's 500 nits of peak brightness on the screen? So there's lots to go over. The fact that you can go into the BIOS and set memory allocation for better gaming. So we're going to have some tips and tricks, that type of thing. We got this out on the Lenovo website. We purchased it for $700 without tax. Personally, I think it's worth it. I've enjoyed plenty of hours on this thing, and it's fantastic. It's a great device. And so, is it better than the Asus ROG Ally? I'm not going to talk about that right yet. I'm going to have some comparison videos. I have the One X Player Fly and the One X Player Pro, the Pro 2, which came out in August, and so we will be doing some comparison videos as well. But all that being said, really $700. Personally, you can't. I think you can't go wrong here. It even came with its own carrying case, so kickstand. And there's lots of gaming modes too. We haven't touched on that either, so just to fit your gaming style. So we'll have to go through that too in another video. So lots of content coming. Hit the bell so you can get alerts when those videos get posted. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this from Tech by Pike, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. It helps the channel. Not only that, it gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. And for that, we thank you. We'll see you in the next one.